From 1974 to 1978, a former Boy Scout with movie star looks and charm to match crisscrossed the country, a devious predator in search of prey. 30 young girls and women, ages 13 to 26, were raped and murdered before cops finally collared Ted Bundy. Reporters described Bundy's cold-blooded crimes in graphic detail, yet bags of fan mail arrived at his Florida jail during his trial.
Ted's mail was as strange as anybody's mail could be. He got marriage proposals, lots and lots of women sent him pictures, some sent them nude pictures to him, dying for Ted to get back to them.
In 1979, Bundy's trial became a public spectacle. Lovesick groupies showed up in court, desperate to attract attention.
There was an assumption about Ted's victims that they all wore their hair long, parted in the middle, and wore hoop earrings. So women would come to court with their hair parted in the middle, wearing hoop earrings. A couple of them even dyed their hair the right kind of brown, so they wanted to appeal to Ted.
These are very troubled women who are in a fantasy world. They've created a fantasy out of their relationship with this man or their imagined relationship with him.
Bundy married one of his admirers before a jury found him guilty and sentenced him to death. Vows are exchanged here at San Quentin an average of 10 times a year. Across the nation, the number of prison weddings totals more than 400 annually. Yet the most bizarre of all marriages involving a prisoner didn't happen behind bars. In 1980, 32-year-old Carol Ann Boone took the stand as a character witness during the trial of serial killer Ted Bundy. Bundy mocked the court and the entire judicial system by acting as his own attorney. He asked one very direct question of his #1 fan.
Carol, do you want to marry me?
Yes.
And I want to marry you?
Yes.
And I do want to marry you.
He said you did.
He had taken advantage of ancient law in the books that talks about it, you know, that you can do this in a courtroom and then you're pronounced married. So he proposed to her, she accepted, giggling in the middle of, you know, them trying to decide if he's going to die.
He did. Ted Bundy was put to death in the electric chair in 1989 at age 42.
To this question of whether or not she really believed he was innocent, she did have a child by him, conceived behind a water cooler in the visitors park at Florida State Prison.
Boone claimed Bundy fathered her baby girl, though that remains in dispute.